Hi, I'm Dr. Arden Compton. I'd like to discuss the idea that using EFT, or the emotional freedom technique, for addictions is a new paradigm. A paradigm is our way of seeing things, our view of the world, our view of ourselves. It's the way we see things. Cultures promote paradigms. We accept common beliefs about the way things are, the way things work. There's different paradigms about different things within our culture. And the paradigm about how addictions are treated and how the brain works and how to address that has created certain, generally a consensus of how to treat addictions. We create these paradigms, and it creates, as it were, a box. If you can imagine a box right here. And once we create the paradigm, then to find a solution to our problems, we always look within the box, because that's the way we see things, that's the way we view the world, and that's the way things are. So we just keep looking around in the box. But whenever there's been a huge quantum shift, a landmark discovery where somebody has really moved forward in an area, it's almost universally been because they were not in the same box everybody else was in. They somehow got themselves out of the box and saw things from a different perspective, saw things more clearly, saw things more correctly. We create these boxes, these paradigms, and then they end up limiting us because we only look there. When in reality, maybe what we need isn't there. Sometimes the answers are there, and that's great. There's been enough answers there that we've created these paradigms. But EFT is a new paradigm, a different way of looking at how to address addictions. This new paradigm is so different that it leads many people in the box to be very skeptical. And that's understandable, that's normal, that's been seen throughout all history. Whenever people come up with something that is different than what the general population has been thinking, it's met with skepticism. You know, the list could go on and on. Christopher Columbus saying the world is round, met with much skepticism, much fear, in fact. And a lot of people just really resisted that because they had nothing before that to indicate that it was otherwise. Computers and home computers started coming out. Some people resisted that. Spreadsheets came out. Some people say, well, no, I don't want to use this spreadsheet because I'm really good at adding a row of numbers. I'm very good with numbers. I can add up this column of numbers. Well, if you want to limit yourself to being really good at adding up columns and numbers and not use a powerful spreadsheet program, then you are limiting yourself. As good as anybody may be at adding a row of numbers, a good spreadsheet program can do much, much more, much faster, much more accurately than any person with a ledger and a row of numbers. And as you move through history, in any great discovery, any real landmark discovery, there's resistance. People resist it because that's not the way they've been thinking about things. It hasn't previously been known to be that way, and this person is really rocking the boat. You're rocking the boat, and if what you're saying is right, then what about my box? I thought my box was right, and if you're right, then I'm wrong, and we all have an ego that demands we be right, and so it's threatening to people when a new paradigm comes along. So I encourage you to be open to this idea, because EFT has been seen to help people become free of addictions amazingly fast. Just so fast that people sitting over here in the old box find it unbelievable. From that perception, it simply can't happen that quickly. Because of their experience in this box, it doesn't happen that quickly. So it can't happen that quickly, but it does. I work with pornography addiction a lot, and I've had some clients in as few as 3 coaching visits be completely free of all desire for pornography. That's not common, but I have had a few in that little period of time, within 1 week, and I keep following up with them, and it's just gone. They have no more craving, no more desire. It's not a matter of abstinence. It's a matter of, hey, I don't even want to go there. Abstinence is just one part of overcoming an addiction. As I work with my clients, I want to make sure they're completely free of the pull. I've worked with a number of clients who managed to have abstinence for as long as 2 years sometimes, but they're still wrestling with it. And with EFT, we really get to what is driving the addiction, the beliefs, the emotions, the excuses, the rationalizations, everything that's driving that addiction. The need to survive is usually part of it. and we're able to address that, and it shifts very rapidly, and they simply no longer need it, nor do they want it. Not every case is simple. Some take a few months, and there's been a few that haven't been willing to really go to where they needed to go emotionally to clear it. So unfortunately, it doesn't work 100% of the time. But I'd say about 90% of the time, people I work with, people I coach through this process, become completely free of all desire for their addiction, usually within a few months. Sometimes a month, sometimes 2 or 3, but usually by that time they are completely free of all desire. That's radical results, that a person could really be free of the pull. Not just abstain, but really be free of the pull. But that's what EFT does because, again, it's a new paradigm. It's a different way of looking at things, and the results are phenomenally different. The results are actually very exciting. I encourage you to open your horizons and be open to the idea that here is something that works radically better than what used to work in the old box. The people in the old box did the best they could with the tools they had, but now we've got some new tools, and it's very exciting to see people genuinely heal from their addictions in a relatively short period of time. So if you're struggling with an addiction, find somebody that specializes in EFT that can really help get to the root of your problem and help you be free very quickly. If you're a professional, I encourage you to open your mind to the possibility that this could help you help more people. You may have to change the way you do things. It may not fit into your program. You may have to completely rearrange your program to incorporate this new idea, but it'd be worth it because the results are just phenomenal. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to contact me.